Guys, so today we're gonna work on the continuation of the first part, chapter 2.4 on tutorial. So let's work on the tutorial questions. I will start with question 1. So for your information, the questions on undetermined coefficient method, there is only 5 questions, but they are too long, believe me. So maybe it will take a little bit of more time. I couldn't say that, and maybe I'll explain not all of them but a few questions. But anyway, let's move on. In the first question it says y double prime negative y 8y prime negative y 9y I don't know what happened to me today, so is equal to 80 plus 20. First of all, we need to do the homogeneous part of the equation. So I just write it is equal to 0. I change it to auxiliary equation, negative 8m negative 9 is equal to 0. Then I find the roots. So if you just do the calculations, you can see that m1 is 9 and m2 is negative 1. So because it has two real roots, I tell it every time it is case 1. So I think you already understood what is case 1. So what was the rule for case 1? It was yc is equal to c1 e over m1x plus c2 e over m2x. So it will be c1 e over 9x plus c2 e over negative x. Okay, that part is easy, done. We go to the second part of the equation. So as you see, the right part of the equation is 80 plus 20, which will be 80 plus b, as we said before. So I will say that yp is equal to 80 plus b, and as you remember, this was a rule, so you need to learn it. So what will be y prime p? Y prime p will be a, and y double prime p will be 0, because this is a constant. So I just put these numbers to our original equation. So our original equation was y double prime 8y prime just 9y is equal to 80 plus 20. I just write it again. So y double prime is 0, negative 8 y prime is a, negative 9 a t plus b. I hope that this is not fast, because you just can see that part. Even in YouTube, if it is too fast, you can just make it a bit slower. So it is equal to 8t plus 20. Then we do the rest. Negative 8a, negative 9a t, negative 9b is equal to 8t plus 20, right? So we can see that from here, negative 9at is equal to 8t, and a is equal to negative 8 over 9. That part we already know. So the second part is negative 8a, negative 9b is equal to 8t, is equal to 20. So we know what is a. I just put it back to its place, negative 8 over 9, and this is multiplication for your information. Negative 9b is equal to 20, and from here it will be 9b. If you do the calculation, you'll see that 9b is equal to negative 116 over 9. I just bring it that side and this negative sign as well. So from here I found that b is equal to negative 116 over 81. Yeah, so I found what is a and what is b. So as I know the number for a and b, and in the previous slide I just said that a yp is equal to 80 plus b. So we know what is a. I'll just write is negative 8 over 9t plus not plus but negative 1 6 over 81. That is it and all. So this is for yp, and y is equal to, as you know, yc plus yp. So what is yc? Yc, we said that it is c1 e over 9x plus c2 e over negative x plus not plus negative 8 over 90 negative 6 over 81. Yes, that is all for first question. I hope you find it well. So then we go to the second question. In the second question it says x square y double prime negative 3x y prime plus 13y is equal to 4 plus 3x. Is it? Okay. Now for the first part again, we take x square y double prime negative 3xy prime plus 13y, and we do it for homogeneous equation. Then we need to write the auxiliary equation. However, see that this one has much easier way. So because it's double prime and has x square, it is y prime and x. So we can say it is homogeneous Cauchy-Euler method. So when we write the auxiliary equation, we will write m square negative 4m. I hope you understand why I wrote 4m. It is negative 3 negative 1 plus 13 is equal to 0. So again, m1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, m2 is equal to 2 negative 3i. So as you can see, these are not real roots. What does it mean? It is that it's complex roots. Yes, complex roots, and it is case 3. So in Cauchy-Euler method, yc will be, first of all let's find what is alpha and beta here. So alpha is 2, as you can see, beta is 3. So I'll just write x square c1 cos beta. So this is alpha, as you can see. Also I'll just write beta, which is 3 ln x plus c2 sine 3 ln x. If you don't remember how I wrote it, it was the formula for that: x alpha c1 cosine beta ln x plus c2 sine beta ln x. So I'm sorry guys, by the way, I don't know if I'm doing it so fast or so slow. I don't want to make it so fast or either so slow because it will be boring for you. But if it is like one of them, you can just give your feedback. I would love to hear that to improve myself and explanation. So let's move on. We know already what is yc, and we need to find yp. So in the second part for yp, we will do as you know, yp is not like just this right part is 4 plus 3x, so it is gonna become ax plus b. So I'll write that yp is in the form of ax plus b. So y prime p will be form of a, then y double prime p will be in the form of 0. Okay, so I put everything back in the equation. I hope that you remember what was the equation. The equation was x square y double prime negative 3x y prime plus 13y is equal to 4 plus 3x. If I put them back, it will be 0, negative 3x multiplied by a plus 13 multiplied by ax plus b, which is equal to 4 plus 3x. So negative 3ax plus 13ax plus 13b is equal to 4 plus 3x. So as you can see here, this would make 10ax plus 13b is equal to 4 plus 3x. So I can say that 10a is equal to 3 from here, and 13b is equal to 4 from here, and A is 3 over 10 while B is 4 over 13. So I know already that yp here is equal to ax plus b. So a is 3 over 10x plus b is 4 over 13, and this is our yp. Now since we know yc and yp, y is equal to yc plus yp, and we will get x squared c1 cosine 3 ln x plus c2 sine 3 ln x plus 3 over 10x plus 4 over 13. So this is the yc part, this is yp part. That's done for question 2. How many minutes already? Okay, it's already 12 minutes, so surely it takes a lot. Y double prime in the question 3 says that y double prime plus 5y prime plus 6y is equal to 108x squared. So first of all, I'll just write the thing for homogeneous equation is equal to 0. I'll just pass these places fast because you already seen them. I hope you understand. I'll just directly write auxiliary equation plus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0, and the roots for m1 will be -2 while m2 is -3. So as you can see, these are real roots, so they are not equal to each other. It means that the discriminant is bigger than 0, and it is case 1. Because it is case 1, the answer for them will be yc is equal to e over -2x plus e over -3x. I just forget to add c1 and c2. Okay. So let's move on to the second part. On the second part, so as you can see on the right side is 108x squared. It's gonna become ax squared plus bx plus c, because this is x squared. So what I'm gonna do here is writing that yp, let's write it on the other page. Yp will be equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, and y prime p will be equal to 2ax plus b, and y double prime p will be equal to 2a. As we know this one already, you go put them all back to the equation. Y prime plus 6y is equal to 108 x squared. Y double prime is 2a plus 5 multiplied by 2ax plus b. Now here is the part when everything gets a bit messier. So my advice for you guys is that when you do that part, try to make it as clean as possible. Because if you don't write like this, you will just kind of mess up with the calculations. So 2a plus 10ax plus 5b. I hope that I don't make mistake as well. So plus 6ax squared plus 6bx plus 6c is equal to 108x squared. So first of all, I need to look at x squared. So as you can see, there is only one. It means that 6a is equal to 108. A is 18 from here. So the next part is looking at ax ones. So 10a plus 6b should be equal to 0 because there is the one in front of x is 0. I know it is 180 multiplied by 18 plus 6b is equal to 0, and b is from here is -30. Easy, right? I go for c. I just write 2a plus 5b from here and here plus 6c is equal to 0. 18 negative 150, sorry, not 18, 2 multiplied by 18, negative 50 plus 6c is equal to 0. And from here, if you do the calculation, c is equal to 19. So we already know what is a, b, and c. Then we can write the equation for yp. Since a is 18, it will be 18x squared, not plus but negative 30x plus 19. So the all that's left is writing yc plus yp, and yc was, what was yc? Okay, yeah, yc was e over negative 2x plus c2 e over negative 3x plus 18x squared negative 30x plus 19. That's it for this question. Actually, third question. Let's see how many minutes the video. Okay, 16. I think 20 minutes for this video should be fine. I'll just explain the first question. Fifth, I think you can do it yourself, it's not hard. So for the fourth question, 2y double prime negative 16y prime plus 32y is equal to 4e over 4t. This is our question. On the first part, we will write the homogeneous equation again. So I'll just write 2y double prime negative 16y prime plus 32y is equal to 0. First of all, let's make the things easy. I can take 2 out. I'll just write negative 8y prime plus 16y is equal to 0. And as you can see, 2 can go. For this one, I'll write the auxiliary equation, which is m squared negative 8m plus 16 is equal to 0. This is m negative 4 squared is equal to 0, and m is 4 from here, and this is the only real root, which means our discriminant is equal to 0, and this is case 2. So what was the answer for case 2? C is equal to c1 e over 4x plus c2 x e over 4x. That's it for yc. Easy, right? So let's go and move on to the second part. So since the number on the right side is the 4 over 4e over 4t, so it's gonna become in form of a e over 4t. So this question will be a bit mixed. We will see later why. Actually, this is a bit trickier question, but let's move on and see. Y is equal to we said e over 4t, and y double prime y prime will be 4a e over 4t, right? And for y double prime it will be 16 a e over 4t. Now I know what are this, and I can put everything back. So my equation originally was 2y double prime negative 16y prime plus 32y and 4e over 4t. Now y prime is, I just write 32a e over 4t negative 16. Y prime is 4a e over 4t plus 32 a over e 4t is equal to 4e over 4t. Now as you can see, this one and this one and this one, when I just do the calculations, you can do by yourself. This is easy, gives you 0, and 0 cannot be and is not equal to 0, this part. So we've made the wrong guess. So when this happens, it normally happens when your yc is also in form of yp. So I will just show you what we get for yc. So in yc, on the last part here, we got we got yc is equal to c1 e over 4t plus c2 e over x e over 4t, right? And we've made our guess like a over e 4t. So this one and this one is in the same form, so we cannot get our answer from here. It shouldn't be in the same form. Now how to get rid of it? First of all, we can get rid of it by multiplying this thing by x, by t here. Actually now I see that I've made a little mistake here, because it's not x but it is t, but it doesn't matter so much, you know. T and just excuse me. And here we can multiply it by t and keep the a. However, it will not work again. Without doing it, I can tell you, because this one is also in the form of this one. So what I need to do is again multiply it by t and write yp in this form. Now we know yp, let's move on. Yp is equal to at squared e over 4t. Now what is y prime p will be? It will be equal to, so this part, as you can see, is multiplication. That's here and here. So I'll need to divide this like this. I'll just divide it like this one multiplied by, not for y prime, I'll just write yp is equal to e over 4t. Now when I get the prime for that, I'll just take this one prime. It will be 2at multiplied by e over 4t plus at squared multiplied by 4 e over 4t. Now after we did this part, we need to find y double prime p. Again, this is the multiplication. If you don't know, it is like if I just write a multiplied by b differentiative, it will be a prime b plus a b prime. Okay, so for y double prime p, I'll just write again, I'll just take this part as a full 2a multiplied by e over 4t plus 2at multiplied by 4 over e 4t plus, again this part the same, 2at multiplied by 4 e over 4t plus, I know it's gonna be hard, like it is too long, right? at square multiplied by 16 e over 4t. I hope that I didn't make a mistake. If I did, just please excuse me and give me feedback that I can know that I've made a mistake. Now we need to just make it look a bit simpler. Let's write it again. 2a e over 4t plus 8at e over 4t plus 8at e over 4t plus at square plus plus 16 at square e over 4t. Now too long, right? Let's see if there is same things. So this one and this one is the same, as you can see. So what I do is just write 16 at e over 4t plus 16 at square e over 4t. I hope that it's correct. Y double prime p. Now we know what is yp, what is y prime p, and what is y double prime p. Knowing that, we can write our equation. So let's write our equation. Our equation was 2y double prime. It's gonna be a lot of mess here because it is too big, but never mind, let's just move on and write. So 2 multiplied by, what is y double prime? This big thing here. So I just write 2a e over 4t 16at plus 16at at e over 4t plus 16at square e over 4t. Now negative 16. What is y prime? Y prime is that one. So it is 280. Yeah, it is 280 plus 280 e over 4t, 280 e over 4t plus 80 square, 480 square plus 480 square e over 4t plus 32. I just write this part from here, plus 32 y. What was y? Y was 80 square e over 480. That's right. T square e over 4t. Wow. Now it's equal to 4t. Now we need to multiply the whole thing and open it. So it will become 4a e over 4t plus 32at e over 4t plus 32at square e over 4t negative 32at e over 4t negative 64at square e over 4t. Now plus 32at square e over 4t, which is equal to 4 e over 4t. So big. Now we need to calculate the same things, which is there is nothing here like this. Oh, there is. Yeah, no, it isn't. It isn't. Sorry. Yeah, this one and this one is the same, as you can see. So one is positive, one is negative. It goes for this one and this one. If I add them and subtract this, it will be 0 again. So I find that 4a e over 4t is equal to 4 e over 4t. Now you can see that a is equal to 1. So basic for the a answer. So after we know that a is 1, what did we say yp was? Yp, we said that it is equal to a t square e over 4t. Now we know that a is 1, so it's gonna become just t square e over 4t. And the only thing left is yc plus yp, which is yc was c1 e over 4x plus c2 x e over 4x plus t, not x, sorry, again I did the same mistakes. I'm used to write x, so t plus t square e over 4t. That is all for question 4 and 5 is the same. So I don't want to keep this video so long. Thank you for watching and have a good day.